Question 15. The value of a car, v, may be modelled as a continuous variable. At time t, the value is given by v equals a e to the power of k times t, where a and k are constants. When the car is new, it is worth 30,000. When the car is 2 years old, it is worth 20,000. Determine the value of the car when it's 6 years old. Okay, so new means t is 0. Okay, sometimes they might use the word initially, okay, or at the beginning, or if it mentions years, you know, the earliest year it mentions would be, you'd take that as t being 0. So we've got v is 30,000 when t is 0. So a e to the power of 0, and e to the power 0 is 1, because anything to the 0 is 1. So that means a is 30,000. So now our formula is 30,000 e to the kt. So the second thing, it says when the car is 2 years old, the value is 20,000. So let's substitute that in and say that 20,000 for v equals 30,000, because that's the a, e to the power of k times 2, or 2 times k. So let's solve this now to work out k. So this is a bit trickier, but we can divide the 30,000 underneath, and obviously all the zeros are going to neatly cancel out. And that gives you 2/3 is e to the power of 2k. We're going to then, on the next line, rearrange that to say ln of 2/3 is 2k. So remember, if you've got e on one side, it can be ln on the other side. ln of 2/3 is minus 0.405, it's a horrible decimal, okay, divided by 2, which is minus 0.20273. Okay, I know we're rounding our answer to the nearest 100 at the very end, but I don't want to round that decimal too much because it might change the answer, but I don't think it's worth leaving it as an ln. So then it says determine the value of the car when it is 6 years old. So we're trying to find v when t is 6. So we've got v equals 30,000 times by e to the power of 6 times k. All right, obviously this is our k, which I can hopefully use the full decimal here. All right, so I want 30,000 times e to the power of 6 times answer, and that should work. And I've got an answer that is actually giving me a fraction. Okay. It's a bit random. 8888 and 8/9 of a pound. Okay. 8/9 of a pound is 89p. But anyway, it says give it correct to the nearest 100 anyway. So to the nearest 100, so it wouldn't have mattered on our rounding on our k anyway. They want us to get to 8,900 as a final answer.